Imagine you just you send a whole giant text message about what happened to you, and then the next message is just that Venmo sent. What's the Venmo note? Good luck.
Today's video is brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one platform designed to help you build your brand or business online. Whether that's starting out or scaling up your digital presence, Squarespace has got you covered. But more on that later. And welcome to The Break Room, a place for storytellers to talk about life, love, and everything that comes in between. I'm Austin.
I'm Michelle.
I'm Mish.
Here's our Asking for a Friend segment. Every episode, we receive questions from coworkers or viewers hoping to get advice about love or relationship or life, where we give them our invaluable or unvaluable advice.
Mm-hmm.
So today's question comes from...
Oh, wait, that's me. Okay.
From Austin!
Surprise!
Yay! This isn't fully questions I have just about myself, but just for everyone in general. But it was actually prompted by one of the previous episodes we did, where it was talking about, should you pick up your friend or girlfriend in Irvine? Okay,
You're not a red flag. You're a beige flag, like what you're wearing right now.
That's what we're going for. Just for clarification.
Speak your truth.
Yeah, speaking the truth. For clarification, part of it was leaning into a bad take.
Playing devil's advocate.
And but also second, like I guess the more real part is the instinct to want to send them money is because they get home faster and it's more convenient for them.
Yeah. You didn't explain yourself fully.
So I didn't explain it very well last time. That's the actual like full take. So if that clears it up.
You're going for like logic.
Yeah, logic and like in my sense, that's them getting home faster. And what I would see as safer. But I still think there is kind of like there still could be a red flag, and even in that, like I could see it as using like logic or like the way you process things to invalidate how someone else feels. So the question is, what are some red flags that you can fix, and how do you fix them?
As long as I feel like you have an open mind and you're communicating with whoever is talking about it, because sometimes like with that kind of stuff, like you won't know until someone tells you. Like you're not gonna find out on your own. Most people, I think, when it comes to some red flags, like most people don't know some of the red flags that they have. So as long as like if someone's confronting you about it, that you keep an open mind, then you have to be a little bit more conscious about your behavior, which is a lot easier said than done.
So that's almost two steps. It's first off being open to fixing it, and then also having friends that would
call you out,
say something, call you out in the first place, right?
Or like if you're seeing someone, and then they call you out on it.
I think most of the time it's when you're in a relationship that they'll call you out, because I think some friends are not likely to call you out because it doesn't affect them too much. Like, do you really think some of your bros would be like, hey, yo, Austin, I think what you said was super invalidating. Could you fix your behavior, please?
Oh, they wouldn't use that. They'd be like, that's not cool, man. You know,
sorry, we use like bigger words.
Those are big words. Those are big words. Why use big word when small word do trick, you know?
No, but you know what I mean? Like, even like when a guy friend is just like, yo, that's kind of uncool. Like, some people could laugh it off, right? As like a joke. I imagine some guy conversations, when they are trying to call out their friends, they try to do it in a lighthearted way, right? So it's kind of like chuckling and being like, hey, that's kind of uncool. And then I could see someone not really taking it seriously and just brushing it off. So usually I feel like these red flag moments come to light when you're in a more like serious relationship.
Yeah. If you had a friend that you heard like talk like this, like, oh, I can't believe she wanted me to pick her up. Like, she'd be safer if I sent her an Uber, you know? Like, how would you like tell your friend, like, no, but like she feels way better if you pick her up, you know? And how do you explain that's like, how do you help them with that?
I've had so much experience. So, you know, having a friend group of a lot of guys, you know, to be like, you have to know how to treat women. But it's hard because I think just for the sake of argument, just for male, I'm saying this is for males and for girls it's different, but for how I've seen for like guys, they just tend to be a little bit more rational and logical in their thinking. Because I know that most people are like, it would be much easier to do that, you know? And I'm like, it is true. It is true. But you have to explain like the intention side, like the reassurance side, the emotional side, which I know doesn't come as an instinct for a lot of men, especially if it's like their first relationship, I would have to explain like how it feels on the girl's perspective because they are seeing it from their own perspective right now. I think having my perspective on it helps them hopefully see that, oh, there's another side that they don't see or hear from like, hopefully the girl's perspective.
Like there's more than just the pure logic of like, oh, what's the most efficient? There's other things that are important too.
And it's more it's how it's said also. If it is logical and it is a logical solution, yes. But it's just kind of like, what do you do on top of that? It's like, you send her the money, you're just gonna send her the money like that. You're like, what's the Venmo note? Good luck.
Yeah, like, are you gonna be
like walk you through it? I'm gonna call a mechanic for you, and like make sure you help them out beyond just the here's the money. All right, good luck.
It's not even helping them out, but I think it's just a reassurance. Just like making sure that they feel like you're there for them, because just being thrown money is like, oh, cool.
Imagine you just you send a whole giant text message about what happened to you, and then the next message is just that Venmo sent.
Part of it's like the emotional support of it.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Not to generalize, but sometimes like when people are trying to help another person out with an issue, you can't assume that someone is thinking the same way you do, because maybe for you, just like before, right? You're thinking, oh, it's much safer and faster for them to come home if I just send them money. But you're not explaining your own reasoning for sending them money.
Yeah.
Sometimes like people are assuming that like they know what the reason is. I personally think all red flags are fixable as long as someone is open to even receiving that criticism and they themselves care enough about whatever relationship or whatever, about how they are behaving to fix it.
A part of me is like, what if it's a red flag for one person, but then it's not a red flag for another person? So I think like how I see it is that sometimes red flags are kind of just like how they are as a person.
Some of
like their
like,
fundamental like value or moral belief, etc. So maybe it is hard to change, especially if you point it out. Are they gonna change it for themselves, or are they changing it because someone said that it was like a red flag? But maybe for that one person it's a red flag, but then when they meet another person and they're like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. I think it might be a little bit hard to change. But again, the biggest part though is if they're open up to like criticism, which is not very easy to do.
I guess the ones that like are less fixable are ones that are more like compatibility issues rather than like, oh, this is something you can work on as a person, right? Like
if they're like rude to waiters, that's a big red flag. Can you fix that?
But what if two people that are both rude to waiters?
Then that's not a red flag.
Yeah.
I guess I'll bring up the second one I had in mind because I kind of want to hear it explained a little bit more.
Okay, let's go.
Because I don't think this is me. But maybe it is. What does it mean when someone is emotionally unavailable? And is that fixable?
I don't think it's something to fix. I think it's just something that you have to be ready for.
It tend to be people that are more avoidant in terms of their like attachment styles, if you know what that is.
Yeah.
It's more like, in terms of how you accept and receive like emotion or commitment. I think people who are emotionally unavailable are people that are not willing to kind of allow themselves to like or love someone, and they are scared of like someone loving and liking them also, because it's very heavy. Like there's too much responsibility to have someone like you or love you and vice versa, because like you're responsible for their emotions also, if you think about it. Like they don't want to commit yet. It's like
or be attached to it.
You have to think about this person like every day. There's a commitment you have to do, and you have to compromise about certain things, that they're not ready to be in a relationship. I think at the end of the day, I think am I wrong, but I think some of these people who are emotionally unavailable, they just kind of want like just a situationship, to be honest.
It's like they want a companionship, but they don't want the responsibility. They're not ready for their situation to change where they have to take care of themselves and another person, like where it intersects. They want to still have their freedom, but they want that companionship and the perks of a relationship.
So is it being lazy though? Because I feel like it's different than that, right?
I think there's a sense of being ready.
Because I think it's hard to see for us, because I think we are simpy people. And we, you know, for the most part, we kind of look for it in some ways. But for other people, they really don't look for it, or they don't. The idea of being in a relationship even scares them also. Like they don't want to be responsible for another person. So it's more, I don't know if it's like laziness, as maybe they just haven't found the right person that would make them emotionally available.
Yeah.
Kind of like 500 Days of Summer, you know, like Summer like didn't want to be with him. She maybe felt like that they were not really compatible, but you know, she wasn't really ready to like love him yet, but then she found a person that made her ready. Or also people that are emotionally unavailable also are people who have gotten out of a relationship, like a long relationship, or maybe if it was a bad relationship, or etc., and it's like pretty fresh. It's like it's hard for them to go into another relationship. Like that's also kind of where it could come from also.
A lot of it is like, I think, fear. And a lot of it is unwilling to let go of the current life you have. Whether you like to admit it or not, when you are in a relationship, there is going to be a lot of change. It's not going to be all
your
bad.
lifestyle.
Yeah, change to your lifestyle.
Everything, your what's in your mind.
It's not going to be bad, but it's not going to be super pleasant to live with as well sometimes. Like you have to compromise about things you've never thought about compromising. There will be certain habits that you're not a fan of, or they're not a fan of for you, and then you have to kind of like go around adjusting to it. Are you willing to adjust to it? Like sometimes you're faced with having to change something about yourself because the other person doesn't like it. It's like you're given this situation where it's like, okay, well, do I like them enough to change this, or do I just want to let it go? And then there's people being like, oh, do I want to invest all this time and emotion for this? Maybe I'm not willing to invest it all.
Like, oh, I have other things that I would rather do. It's like I need to get my life together, like have my job ready or something like that. So for some people, it's easy to want to make that adjustment. A lot of people, like, I mean, we know a lot, there's people just are able to go from one relationship to another, but then for other people, it's not as easy to want to integrate another person into their life like that.
I guess, what about like people that you would say are emotionally unavailable? Like, if they want a relationship, is that like, are those exclusive from each other? Like, oh, I want to be emotionally available, but I'm currently you know? So
yeah. I know.
Like, how would that person?
They want a relationship, but they don't feel like they're emotionally available.
So they just want a situationship then.
Well, in
That's
my
pretty
head,
much what it is.
see, my first response is they should just go to therapy and figure out why
That
they're
is also-
emotional.
I was actually kind of waiting for you to say that.
No,
I'm
like
Michelle's gonna bring up therapy. At least watch this episode, which is a good thing.
Yes, we all need
I was kind of waiting for that.
Well, it's because most of the time, if you're emotionally unavailable and you don't know why, but you want a relationship, there's something that you're not unearthing.
You're not okay with being alone. Like why?
Yeah,
but why?
Yeah.
You know?
It's either you are more afraid of being alone, or there's some sort of trauma or fear that you refuse to look at.
Yes.
There's something there that needs to be faced, and for you to move to the next step. I think therapy is the best help to figuring it out.
Yeah.
So I don't think you're emotionally unavailable. And that's what you're.
Oh, thank you. I was asking for the class.
Yeah.
But thank you.
But I don't think it.
I hope I'm
applies
not.
to me.
But
But I also don't think it's a red flag to be emotionally unavailable. It's only a red flag
if you don't mention it.
if you don't mention it, or if you pretend you're not emotionally unavailable. And that's just being avoidant.
Well, it's good that we know what it is now, though.
The sponsor of today's video is Squarespace. Squarespace has been essential in building out our online presence over the years. Being a production company, it's important for us to be able to showcase our videos in one place. And with Squarespace, it's easier than ever to show off your video content. You can upload and organize all your content into stunning video libraries. You can even choose to monetize your content, which is perfect for online courses and other premium content. Also, Squarespace helps you get more easily discovered with the help of their integrated SEO tools. All sites on Squarespace are optimized to show up more often on search engines and help you get discovered by the right people. And if you're looking for ways to connect more with your community, you can now fundraise directly through Squarespace with built-in donation tools. You can build a professional website that makes it easy to accept one-time contributions or recurring donations for your cause. Head to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/wongfu to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Now, let's get back to the video.
Yeah, we're going to move on to our next section now. It is called the Read Receipts, a segment where we psychoanalyze text messages and read between the lines to determine the best way to respond or not respond. Now, let's
Read those receipts. All right. It's like a game show. Let's go.
Man. Okay. Today's Read Receipts comes from Reddit because that's the only place I can find them right now. But if you want to send them in, please send them in.
Or blur the names and everything.
So this one is, how do I respond to my friend's boyf? Boyf. I think that means boyfriend.
Yes, sir.
Don't make yourself sound so old. Guys, he's only a year older than me, okay?
So here, I can read the context first. One of my best friend's boyfriend texted me the other day with help planning a surprise party for her birthday next week. However, it seemed he wants me and my roommate to do all the work. The four of us hang out pretty regularly, her boyf, and me and my roomie, about 3 to 4 times a week. And we are all friend-ish. How do I tell him nicely that he could get the decorations instead?
Okay, I'll read.
Oh.
Do you want to read Raphael?
Sure, I can be Raphael.
And I'll be the person.
Okay. Hey, Grace. It's Raphael.
Hey, Raphael, what's up?
I want to do pregame for Julia's B-Day night out. I think she'd really love that. Would you be able to host it?
Yeah, for sure. We can get decorations and stuff. Wait, how did you get my number?
I had to get it from her, sadly. So she's definitely onto us.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, okay, perfect. I'll send you money so you can get the decorations.
Oh. I mean, this person also kind of set herself up by saying she can get the decorations and stuff.
Did she say she can get the decorations?
Yeah. She says we can get decorations
she said
and
we.
stuff.
Oh, we.
Oh, like her and them. Oh, okay. Oh, I read it differently.
You know, I didn't read that. Oh.
I read it as
way.
like we as in like her and
her
friends.
roommates or friends.
Yeah, or friend. Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I didn't see that. So.
Well, you know, he's asking that, like, if I send you money, can you get decorations?
Yeah.
It's not like an order. It's a question still. Like, so technically he lobbed it up to her.
Yeah.
So just be honest and be like, hey, I'm actually like kind of busy, but I can help you set it up. But can you buy it
Yeah.
for me? Let's divide and conquer.
I totally missed that. I misunderstood what we meant, you know, when she said we can get decorations.
Yeah. That's true.
But see, that
Oh.
means if you misunderstood, that means like,
Yeah.
like then.
Well,
then
the
you
context
would
also
too.
said like her and her roommate.
Yeah.
So that's why I was assuming that he meant like she kind of set herself up being like, oh, like we as in the roommate and her would get the decorations. But she could have totally meant like we as in the collective, like her, the boyf, and her roommate.
Or I would have been like, so yeah, when can we get it? When do you have time to go get it?
Yeah, like, oh, let's schedule a time to like go together.
Yeah. So I guess maybe the first scenario is where she responds, hey, or actually meant like we as in like, oh, actually, can you get it? She could say that.
I think just be honest.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Yeah, she's like-
she could just say it right now.
like,
Be
oh, can you get
'cause
it?
He said, oh, if I send you money, can you get the decorations?
What?
And I mean, like, just be honest right there and be like, oh, I'm kind of busy actually. I meant
We as in us.
Yeah, something
Mhm.
like that.
You know
If
what?
you guys hang out all the time, then
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
Honestly, if I was her, I would also be a little ticked. I'd be like, you're just gonna throw money at me and assume I'm gonna get the decorations?
It's like I'm already hosting.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so I'm gonna buy it. This was your idea. But I could imagine him being like, "Oh, decorations because I'm a man and I don't know how to buy good decorations. What's a good decoration?"
Yeah. And he's probably also being like, oh, I'm already like funding it, so it's like funding the decorations and the hosting pregame thing. So
We're
all
all-
they're doing is just having it at their place.
I guess playing out the scenario then. What if he's like, oh, sorry, I'm like really busy right now. Can you pick it up for me? Can you do it? Like, you'd be so much better at this than I am.
I'd be like, then you set it up. I'll buy it, then you set it up.
He's like, oh, I don't know how to set things up.
Oh
No,
my
no, no,
god.
no, no. I could,
Because this could happen. You know
no,
what
no,
I
no.
mean?
I could see him being like, no, but like, it'll be weird if I'm not with her. Like, she'll be like, where are you going? And then I will have to think of an excuse as to like why I'm going over to your place to decorate something, or like I don't want to lie to her, like for her to think that I'm cheating or something because I'm trying to like decorate at your place.
Well, it seems like for this person, it's a big deal, right? To have this extra task.
Tell me what you're gonna say.
I'm like, wait, what was this? If I do everything, right?
I'm like, hey, yeah. So I'll send you money and pick it up, okay?
But so exactly what he just said.
Yeah.
I'll be like, oh, hey, I'd really appreciate it if we could either go together or if you can be the one to pick up the decorations and I could help set up, because to be honest, I am feeling a little tired or I have a really busy schedule right now. So yeah.
Sorry. I actually had dinner plans tonight, and I'm actually really bad at picking out decorations. So I think it's better if you get it.
Okay, I'll get it, but can you come help set up tomorrow then,
Oh,
please?
I was gonna pick up the food before.
I'm gonna kill you. Listen here, bitch. I tried playing it nice. I'll start calling you. You know what? What am I? Just kidding. I'm not gonna be mean. I'm not gonna be mean. Wait, is it just she has a roommate, right?
Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
Wait, there's how many of them are total?
I have no idea.
I think it's
He wants me
Four
and
people.
my
Four
roommate.
people.
Oh,
Four
he
people
wants
total.
me and my roommate to do all the
I think
work.
she said that it's like them four. It's like the friend whose birthday it's gonna be that's being thrown the surprise, the and then her and her roommate hang out regularly.
I feel like for me, it's not that big of a deal to like, I guess, to buy things or whatever. It is a little annoying, but if it's for a friend, then I would. But if she really needs advice on how to tell him down, if he says, you need to get food, oh, I could do it for you. And then you
No,
won't
but then what if he's like, if you can pick up the food, why can't you just decorate yourself? Like,
because I'm tired and I'm hosting it, are you gonna help me clean up after?
oh, but like we're gonna go out after.
yeah,
Remember,
like-
it's a pregame.
Are you
Yeah.
buying the alcohol also?
What if he said yes?
yeah, I got the alcohol. Of course. Yeah, I got the alcohol.
But I'm gonna need you to help clean up also, because if I'm hosting and I'm buying and I'm setting up, I'd appreciate
Well, you're not buying.
some
I'm
help.
paying you money.
You're not invited to our apartment anymore.
No,
Yeah,
let's say
yeah.
you're the one who's like upset with the boyfriend.
Mm,
Me as a roommate, I'd be like, you know what, blame me. Say I'm not okay with it.
mm.
Say I'm not okay with hosting.
Yeah,
And then just have him figure it out.
Or I'll just be like, ask a friend, can you take a picture of yourself at the hospital? Be like, oh my god, I need to go to my friend. I can't anymore. I'm so sorry.
What
I
happened
feel
to-
so bad.
What happened to telling the truth?
I know.
What happened to telling the truth?
I
I
think-
tried my best.
I think our advice is getting worse.
Yeah. No. Let's go back. Let's go back. Just tell the truth,
I'm
guys.
just kidding.
Just tell the truth, guys.
Communication?
You know what? The
Communicative?
first advice is for that. If you're like the guy, don't assume people are gonna plan things for you, and you can just throw money.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
what,
yeah.
in this one specifically, it does seem like it's more miscommunication than him
Yeah.
being like assuming.
Assuming,
Because when you said we, it's like, oh, there probably is just a miscommunication
Yeah.
there. So
Just clarify.
Yeah.
You know.
Be like, oh, sorry, I meant we as in you and I. Is that cool?
one of the people organizing can get it.
Yeah.
So could be you.
And then it should hopefully work out.
Yeah.
As in, where like he could be like, oh yeah, so sorry. Like I thought you meant like you and the roommate.
Yeah.
Or he could be like, I'm planning X, Y, and Z like surprises for I don't know whoever this person, the girlfriend is.
The girl.
If the guy was just like, oh, I have like other things to do for the leading up to it. Like, is it just fine if I Venmo you? I feel like
Mhm.
as a friend, I'd be like, okay, but like I hope you know there's a lot. So
Mhm.
at least can you clean up afterwards, the day after or
Yes.
something?
Yeah.
At least do something.
Like show you're
after.
appreciative of
Yes.
the work.
Yeah. Do not be a person of little words. Say all the things. Say all the things you appreciate.
Mm-hmm.
Yap about your appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Appreciate in honesty.
Mm-hmm.
And all of it goes to shit. Then ask your friend to take a picture. Just kidding.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching the breakthrough.
Yeah. Pay attention to what we said today.
I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And if you have questions or text messages you want us to look at, send them in.
I swear we're not this aggressive all the time.
Okay. See you guys next time. Bye.
Bye.